Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. So thank you, everyone, for joining us on today's show, Karista Live TV. And joining me today are your favorite relationship managers. We have Sheila Samson. Hi, Sheila.
Hi, everyone.
And then we have Rachel Castillo. Hi, Rachel.
Hi everyone.
Okay, so our topic today, so Tagalog ulit, Karista Live TV, ang topic po natin ngayon is yung common questions po ng real estate investors. So yan, so meron po kaming mga questions from the last real estate investor webinar and we wanted to share it with you. So yung mga nanonood po ngayon, if you have any real estate related or mortgage related questions, please type it in today. Before we jump into the questions, meron lang po kaming breaking news. So, we just wanted to let you know that the government changed the rules in terms of mortgage qualifications. So, ang mortgage stress test changes effective June 1st. Originally, ang maapektuhan lang po ng mortgage stress test rules yung merong 20% down. However, the rules have now changed even for people who are first-time home buyers. Kung ang down payment nyo less than 20%, you will be impacted by the latest rule change. Ano po ang ibig sabihin? Ang bottom line po, lahat po kayong na pre-approve, effective June 1st, bababa po ang inyong pre-approval by 4.5%. Let's say, example, ang pre-approval amount ninyo is 500,000. Your pre-approval now is going to drop to about 477,000. So, just so you know, if you have been pre-approved by Karista Mortgage Team, please contact us and we will adjust your numbers. So yeah, this is effective June 1st. So some of you will be mad, disappointed, frustrated, and however, we can't change that. And our hearts are going out to you. We're calling you guys right now. I was talking to Rachel earlier. Medro, she was getting teary-eyed because she has to break the news to all of you. So unfortunately, that's what's happening effective June 1st. Okay po? So kung meron po kayong questions about that, just type in and I will do our best to explain it. Okay, let's go sa mga questions natin. Let's go, Rachel. Ano yung question natin for me and Sheila today, please?
Okay, thank you, P. So the first question for Sheila, ano ang ibig sabihin ng hilot and bakit importanteng magkaroon ako nito?
Okay, that's very good question, Rachel. Ano ba ang hilok? Ito po yung home equity line of credit. Ito po yung market value ng property nyo, less yung mortgage balance. Kukunin po natin yung 80% ng market value ng property. So, for example, ang value po ng property nyo is 1,000,000. Ang 80% po nito is 800,000. Ang balanse ng mortgage mo is 500,000. So, ibig sabihin, ang equity mo is 300,000. So, yun po yung equity. No ho? Ito pong equity na to, anong importansya? Pwede nyo po itong gamitin na unang-una, pang-invest.
Ay, sorry, Sira. Ang ibig sabihin, yung 300 na equity, pwede natin gawing home equity line of credit, right?
Opo, tama. Yung po 300,000 na yun.
So anong ibig sabihin ng home equity line of credit, let's say 300,000? Kasi some people don't understand ano ba yung HELOC? Ano ba yung home?
Opo, ito po yung kinita ng property nyo over the years, yung pong inyong down payment, yung principal payment na inilalagay nyo at saka yung down payment na inilagay nyo sa property. So ito po yung market, kaya tinatanong natin kung ano yung market value ng inyong property. Pagkatapos po, yung 80% po noon kukunin mo, ano man yung matira, yung 300,000 na yun po yung equity na ng property o yung kinita ng property nyo po over the years.
Okay. And then after that, once na nakita mo kung magkano yung equity na yun pwede nating gawing home equity line of credit. So, think of that as parang credit card. Meron kang available na line of credit. So, ang maganda doon, because it's called the home equity line of credit, mas mababa siya sa other types of debts na loans na pwede niyong gawin kasi naka-attach po ito sa bahay. Kaya tawag home equity line of of credit. So mangyayari doon sa home equity line of credit, kaya siya maganda, mababa lang po yung interest rate noon. So a regular line of credit, maaaring ang interest rate nyo is 9%. Ang home equity line of credit, ang interest nyo naglalaro lang dyan sa 2.95%. Ang maganda po sa home equity line of credit, kaya beneficial po sa inyo, pag hindi nyo ho ginamit, you're not going to pay anything. Okay? Pag ginamit ninyo, doon lang kayo magbabayad ng interest rate. So, ano po yung importante? Bakit importante na magkaroon kayo nito? Because as an investor, kung meron kang home equity line of credit na set aside, pwede mong gamitin yung home equity line of credit na yon kapag nakakita ka ng property. Habang hindi mo pa siya ginagamit, walang bayad. Pag nakakita ka na ng property na bibilin, tsaka mo lang siya i-access. So yun ang maganda sa home equity line of credit. Para kang may bala na nakatabi, pero it's not gonna cost you anything. So yun yung maganda sa home equity line of credit. And then, Rachel, follow-up question?
Yes, how can I apply for an equity line of credit?
Ay, magandang katanungan yan, Rachel. Of course, pag alam mo na may equity yung property mo, ang unang-una mong gagawin, kontakin mo yung mortgage broker mo para ma-check natin kung magko-qualify kayo na kunin yung equity ng property nyo at para mailagay natin sa inyong home equity line of credit.
Ayan. So if you're interested in finding out kung paano mag-apply, you can set up a discovery call. So we're sending you a discovery call link. Anong ibig sabihin ng discovery call? Ang ibig sabihin, you're going to discover how much home equity line of credit you're available and papaano. Kasi hindi namin alam kung saan yung bangko ninyo. So hindi namin masasabi kung paano each bank has their own way of qualifying sa home equity line of credit. Each bank has their own way kung paano kayo mag-apply. So we're sending you a link for the discovery call for that. And then hello po sa mga nanonood. Hello Sebastian. Hello Ate Juliet. Hello Mo for joining us. Sabi dito, hello pretty ladies. Okay, so again, ayan yung discovery call link para po sa gusto mag-invest. Kung meron kayong equity sa bahay, yan po yung first step. Rachel.
Okay, next question for B. Ano pong pros and cons money-wise sa pagbili ng second property for rental na malayo? Let's say 8 hours away from our principal residence or outside BC.
Oh, that's a very good question. So, okay, when you're buying your principal residence, gusto mo malapit. Bakit? Gusto mo malapit sa school, malapit sa kamag-anak, malapit sa shopping. All of that, you want it closer to you kasi that's where you live, that is your life. Now, when you're buying a rental property, it doesn't have to be close to you because number one, when you're buying a rental property, you fall in love with the numbers. Okay? Pagka ang pro na malayo sa iyo, obviously, most likely, mas mura because it's further out. Okay, yun ang pro, mas mura. And then number two, most likely yung rental income, very close siya. Like ang rental income ng property na mas malayo sa'yo, very close sa rental income nung malapit sa'yo. It's really weird. Bakit? Kasi yung income ng mga tao, even if it's 8 hours from you, it's generally the same level of income around the area. Kasi remember, sa BCE, isa lang ang minimum wage. So, ibig sabihin, kahit malayo ka, pwedeng yung income ng mga tao doon na same price range, price point ng income na malapit sa'yo. So, in terms of price, mas mura. In terms of rental income, most likely comparable. Hindi ba? So, ang con naman is, yun, malayo. Okay? So, siguro iniisip mo, yung hassle ng pagmamaneho and everything. Now, if you're buying a rental property, most likely, the only time you're going to travel to that place is during the search, during the selection, because you have to look at kung ano yung binibili mo if you want to do that. We have investors naman na they don't even drive there. Because remember, sa rental property, you fall in love with the numbers. Para kang bumibili ng negosyo. Kailangan yung income minus expenses, alam mo, at saka yung future appreciation. So, yun yung con, hindi mo mapupuntahan. Now, ang mitigating naman na pwede mong i-mitigate yung risk na yun, you can hire a property manager. So, yung property manager, siya yung titingin ng property mo, siya yung mag-i-inspect, siya yung maghahanap ng renter and all of that stuff. So hopefully that answers that. And next week sa Karista Live TV, we're going to be featuring 3 realtors from different areas far from you, na ipapakita nila na kung saan ka magandang mag-invest dito sa BC. It may not have to be next door, but makikita mo na yung rental income, yung potential ng pag-appreciate ng price, malaki din. So tune in sa next week po. You have a question here. Got confused with stress test. Can you elaborate more, please? Oh, Melvin, thank you so much for your question. Okay. So, maganda pong tanong yan. Originally, pagka nag-qualify po kami sa mortgage, meron pong rate kaming dinidikta sa amin ng gobyerno na dapat namin gamitin, which is right now 4.79. Okay? So, based on that number, we have given a pre-approval kung magkano yung pwede mong mabilin, whether mabiling property, whether it's titirhan mo or rental property. The government changed that guideline number, that stress test number. Instead of 4.79, gusto ng gobyerno ang gamitin na namin ngayon is 5.25%. That's a higher rate. Pag ginamit namin yung 5.25% and then we use the normal underwriting guidelines, so yung mga ginagawa ng gobyernong guidelines in terms of qualifying, lahat po ngayon na sinabihan namin kung magkano magko-qualify, bababa po yung pwede nyong mabili by 4.5%. So kung ano man po yung sinabi sa inyong pre-approve kayo, pwede kayo makabili ng 500,000, 477 na lang. Let's say we told you na 600,000 ang pwede nyong mabili. Ang mabibili nyo na lang is 600,000. Ang mabibili nyo na lang is about 573,000. So, kung ano man po yung number na sinabi sa inyo ng bangko, ng mortgage broker ninyo, that is going to drop. So, it's important for you to reach out to your mortgage broker, to your lender, just to confirm ano po yung amount. Now, ang deadline po niyan is June the 1st. Some of you will probably say, oh, I have to buy before June the 1st. Most likely po, even way before June the 1st, baka sabihin ng mga bangko, kailangan i-submit yung application nyo for approval dun sa binibili nyo by closer to May 28, 27. That's going to be putting a lot of stress for everyone na magmadali. So most likely, you need to know kung ano yung magiging net effect para sa inyo, and para hindi po kayo ma-stress, adjust your budget to that. So hopefully nakatulong po itong answer na yan. So Melvin, I hope that's clear. If not, just let me know. Kasi kung hindi clear yung explanation ko, sigurado yung mga ibang nanonood hindi rin clear. The next question from Valerie is, I have a question. Okay bang sa Kelowna? Is Kelowna a good investment? Sheila, share yung mga clients natin na bumili ng outside Kelowna. More of Kelowna Kamloops, the same.
Yes, sabi nga kanina ni Bernadette, fall in love with the numbers, right? So kailangan kasi investment ito, this is your business, may positive cash flow. Marami kaming mga kliyente ngayon na nakakuha na ng property sa Kelowna. Bakit? Kasi po yung property, kung ikukumpara dito sa property sa atin sa Lower Mainland, mas makakabili ka ng sa 650 na townhome na mabibili mo dito, it's a detached property in Kelowna. Mas malaki yung rental income na nakukuha nila. So if you were going to ask us, based sa experience ng ating mga kliyente, yes, definitely, magandang area ang Kelowna for investment. Sabi nga kanina ni Bernadette, di ba, hindi nagkakalayo ang rental income. Kung ano ang rent dito sa Lower Mainland, ganun din sa Kelowna, pero mas malaking bahay yung nabili mo. Dahil hindi ka makakabili na ng worth na 650, 700,000 dito na detached property. But sa Kelowna, yes, there is. Marami pang property doon.
Good question. Thanks, Valerie. Next question, Rachel.
Okay, next question, Sheila. Sa pagbili ng second property, mahalaga po ba ang household income or hindi masyadong mahalaga basta maganda ang rental income ng bibilhin?
That's a really good question. Kasi sa pagbili mo ng second property, hindi ka kaagad kahit may equity ka, kanina yung napag-usapan natin, hindi ka kaagad makakabili. Kailangan mo munang magpa-pre-approval. Kailangan mo munang malaman kung magko-qualify kang bumili ng pangalawang property mo. So sa pagbili ng property, pupunta tayo doon sa guidelines ng bangko, 3-6 to lending. Ano ba 'yon? Unang-una, capacity to pay. Yung income nyo ba? Kayo ba, may income ngayon na magagamit, gaano kalaki yung income? Enough ba ito para makabili pa ng pangalawa? Pangalawang guidelines nila is of course collateral, and pangatlo is yung credit bureau. So hindi lang po yung rental income ng bibilhin mong property ang dapat basis mo. May mga layer yan, may mga kino-consider kami at nire-review namin yung file nyo para malaman kung kayo ay maa-approve o mapi-pre-approve bumili ng pangalawang property.
That's a very good point, and I think the best thing to remember is yung rental income po nung binibili nyo, hindi po lahat yon kino-consider. Some banks use only 20% of that. Some banks use 50%. Some banks use 80%. So, ang bottom line po sa pagbili ng pangalawang property, yes, mahalaga pa rin po na meron po kayong income kasi nga po hindi po lahat to qualify for the mortgage base doon sa rental income. Thank you. Feedback from Valerie. You're thinking of living there. That's a good point. Now, we have some clients na gustong mag-move doon and they want to buy a property tapos nakatira pa dito. If you are going to be moving there, you can buy a rental property there na nakatira ka pa dito. But if you're going to say na bibili ka ng property as an owner-occupied na mag-move ka doon, they won't use that until naka-move ka. So, meron kaming kliyente, this is what they did. Nandito sila sa Suri, and what they did is they bought a rental property sa Kamloops, and then after like a few months, they moved there, and then they converted this into a rental, and then that became their owner-occupied. Ang maganda doon sa property, nabili lang nila ng 300,000. That property is worth 650,000 now. So that's a way around that, Valerie. So I hope that's very helpful for you. Rachel, next question, please.
Okay, next question. Bernadette, ano ang mga common mistakes ng mga first-time investors sa pagbili ng rental properties?
Okay, so ang first common mistake ng sa pagbili ng rental property, I think, is to iniisip ninyo hindi nyo kaya. Like that's the first thing. Kasi iniisip nyo ang pagbili ng rental property para lang sa doktor, para lang sa lawyer, para lang sa mga abogado. When really, marami pong investors na qualify, ordinary lang na mga tao. We have clients na iba-iba, like regular lang na trabaho, isang salesman, tsaka isang technician, isang pharmacy tech, tsaka isang engineer or isang accountant. Like iba-iba, pwede na makabili. So I think ang first step ng investors to think na hindi nila kaya. And I think it's correlated to the fact na minsan kasi as a first-time investor, ang unang niyong iniisip, ngayong pangalang, ang laki na ng payment ko, magbibili pa ako ng pangalawa, dalawa yung bayad ko. Kasi po, hindi niyo alam, nakalimutan ninyo na merong income na pang-cover doon sa binibili nyo. Kaya nagkakamali po, kaya a lot of first-time investors, they worry so much kasi nga, hindi nila naiisip na merong pong panabla doon sa bagong binibiling property. This is the perfect time for us to talk about our real estate investing webinar. So sa end of the month, May 31st, we have May 30th, Sunday, from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, para po sa mga Pilipino. We are the only company that does a real estate investor webinar simplified in Tagalog. The reason being is I've attended a lot of real estate investing webinars na usually it's English and there's like 2,000, 3,000 nanonood and iilan lang ang Pilipino. And I made a vow that I really, really want more and more Pinoys na matutunan ito to simplify it, because did you know that only 4% po ng Canadians merong dalawang property? And I'm pretty sure even less than that Pinoy. Hindi ako makapaniwala at hindi ho ako papayag na iba lang ang makakabili na hindi tayo makakabili because I know kaya natin. And because of that, we made sure na meron pong education venue para sa mga kapwa Pilipino. So yan po, if you want to join us, this is the this is the link. And according to Jay here, first step, contact Karista. So yun nga, thank you so much because tutulungan po namin kayo kung paano makita kung paano kayo posible makabili ng property. Thank you for that. Next question please, Rachel.
Okay, next question, Sheila. Do you suggest a strata property as investment or duplex/detached?
Okay. Sa pagbili nyo, at that's a really good question, Rachel, pag nag-invest. Sa pagbili nyo ng investment, sabi nga ni Bernadette, look into it, fall in love with the numbers. So, pwede naman kayong bumili ng townhome or detached kung ito yung kakaya nyo. Kaya lang, we will calculate it with you kung ito ba ay magka-cash flow o hindi. And then you will decide afterwards. Hindi kasi namin alam, nasa sa inyo kasi it's your decision to make kung ito ba eh halimbawang mag-cash flow. Kasi bakit? Sa detached property, ang kaibahan, wala kang stratang ginagamit. Okay? Mas malaki yung rental income mo, mas malaki yung property. Pag townhome, may strata ka na involved, may additional cost. So depende po iyon kung ano ba yung kaya nyo munang mabili, yun muna yung tingnan natin. Kasi hindi ko pwede sabihin sa inyo na mag-detach ka ngayon, yung palang kaya mo mag-town. Sabi mo, Sheila, detach ang mas maganda kasi mas malaki yung property, mas malaki yung kikitain ko. Pero townhome lang pala. So the first thing na dapat nyo i-consider is unang-una, magpa-pre-approval muna. Tingnan nyo muna yung kapasidad nyo, kung kaya yung bilhin yung property na to. And then from there, saka natin i-analyze. Book a discovery call at pag-usapan po natin. Okay?
There you go. So as long as you're buying a rental property, let's say kung qualified kayo hanggang apartment or townhouse, we have a lot of clients na nag-qualify condo and they're making money. You know why? Because there's a shortage of housing. Meron po tayong housing crisis dito sa Canada. The government cannot affect supply. Mas marami pong gustong makabili, wala po masyadong mabili. So what's happening is in the next 5 to 10 years, even condos are going to rise up. Kasi nga po, yung housing po medyo challenging magkaroon. And then the government is planning to have 400,000 immigrants coming in. Yun na yung kanilang budget of number of people, and we have other people coming from other provinces. So kahit na ho condo, kahit na ho townhouse, kahit na ho half duplex or house, tumataas pa rin po yung value. So hopefully hindi lang po yung kind of property yung dapat nyong isipin. Ang isipin niyo talaga kung magkano kayo qualified. Valerie said, thank you for a good business model. You're welcome. Thank you, Bernadette. I learned a lot from you from Mo. So yeah, thank you, Mo. Next question, please, Rachel.
Next question, Bernadette. Do we have to get an investment realtor or is any realtor okay? Thank you.
That's a very good question. So, alam niyo, mayroong expression, blind leading the blind. Kung ang realtor po ninyo, hindi siya nag-i-invest sa real estate, number one. And then number two, hindi siya expert sa pagbili ng investment properties. Parang again, it's a blind leading the blind. Hindi niya kabisado. We have a situation, meron akong kliyente because meron siyang kilalang realtor, kaibigan niya. Sabi niya siya yung ginamit niyang realtor. So gusto niyang bumili ng property, taga-Suri siya, gusto niyang bumili sa Abbotsford, kaibigan niya yung realtor. Nung sinabi na namin kung magkano siya qualified na bumili ng property, ang tanong ng realtor sa kanya is, anong sabi ni Bernadette, magkano yung rent? Kami po ay mortgage broker. We specialize in finding the money for you. Hindi po kami nag-i-specialize sa rent. So kung ang realtor po ninyo, kabisadong investment, is an investment specialist, marunong siya, sasabihin niya po sa iyo, ano po yung rental income sa area? Ano yung vacancy rate? At ano po yung nangyayari sa area in terms of future sa job or ano po infrastructure, kung meron bang zoning bylaw or anything na mangyayari doon sa area na makaka-impact sa inyong investment. So ang bottom line is yes, kailangan po investment property specialist ang realtor nyo, hindi po basta-basta ang realtor. Good question. Next question, Rachel.
Thank you, B. Sheila, meron po ba kayong realtor na expert sa paghanap ng rental property?
It's
Nakamute.
muted. Nakamute ka,
Yeah.
Sheila.
Yes, it's a very good question, Rachel. So, minention kanina ni Bernadette, no? We have to make sure that yung ating mga partner sa pagbili ng investment are not blind leading the blind. So, sa amin po sa Karista, may mga kakilala po kami. Sa dami ng realtor, it's almost siguro 4% lang po ng mga realtor ang nagki-cater sa investment, yung investor realtor. So, marami po tayong mga realtor pero iilan lang sila. So may kakilala po tayo, marami po tayong kakilalang investor realtor na pwede po kayong matulungan sa paghahanap ng inyong rental properties.
Ayan. Okay, thank you.
Bernadette, how much does a property manager charge?
Aha. Okay, so bilang real estate investor, you can choose to manage your own property. Anong pong ibig sabihin nun? Pag bumili ka ng rental property, siguro ikaw maghahanap ng renter, ikaw yung magmamanage. Pag merong challenge dun pag merong question, challenge, request yung tenant mo, ikaw ang mag-aasikaso lahat nun. Ikaw yung tatawagan ng tenant and everything. Or, mag-hire kayo ng property manager. Ang role ng property manager is to screen the best tenant for you because sisiguraduhin ko kayo, sa inyo, pag bumili kayo ng property, within 1 week, magkakaroon kayo ng maraming inquiries, 20, 30 people. Na-shock kayo, no? It's true. There's a shortage of housing, remember that. So pag nag-post ka, maraming mag-a-apply. It's not about finding a tenant, it's about finding the right tenant or a good tenant. So yun yung gagawin ng property manager para sa inyo. They'll do the screening and they'll do inspections of the property. At every time merong request yung kliyente, nasira yung fan ko sa bathroom, merong plug, whatever, dun sa toilet or whatever. Kung ano man po yung issue na yun, yung property manager ang mag-aasikaso. Ano naman po yung cost? Generally, ang cost to have a property manager is between 10 to 12% po ng rent. So kung ang rent po is $2,000, maaring ang babayaran nyo 2,000, or 2,400 to some of them. So yun po yung, 200 or 2,000, 240. Between 200 to 240 po yung bayad nyo buwan-buwan. Plus, meron pang first month rent. So, kung ang rent po is 2,000, you have to pay $2,000 doon sa property manager. So, merong upfront, merong monthly. So, if you join us sa ating real estate investing webinar next week, you're going to hear Joseph T. Georges speak. Siya ang ating property manager. Meron kaming arrangement with Joseph na if we if you're doing the mortgage and we recommend him, bibigyan po kayo ng special pricing. He's going to be giving you up to 50% off if you have Karista do your mortgage. So watch us, join us sa Real Estate Investing webinar so you can hear more from Joseph. Next question, please.
Okay, next question, Sheila. What are the qualifications if we want to rent out our current home and buy a new home for us to live?
First, that's a really good question, Rachel. Ang qualification natin, pre-approval. We have to make sure na unang-una sa pre-approval natin, kailangan may income po kayo, may available na pang down payment, at pangatlo po yung inyong credit score at yung credit nyo. So once na na-analyze na namin at na-check po yun, malalaman nyo po kung kayo ay makakabili noong property na rental at, makakabili kayo ng property na titirhan nyo at iiwanan nyo yung property nyo as a rental property po. Okay?
I love this question kasi some people, they think buying another property means dito ako titira, ang bibiling ko rental property. but we have had a lot of clients actually, yung current property nila, kinuha nila yung equity, napag-usapan natin yung home equity line of credit, right? We set up a home equity line of credit for them or took the equity out. Tapos yung binili nila, doon sila tumira. So nakapag-upgrade na sila, you know, and then nakapag-upgrade na sila, meron pa silang other property. Most of the time, pag ganun ang ginawa nyo, it's kind of juicy. Ang tawag ko juicy. Kasi yung rental income na kinukuha nito, minsan sumosobra, meron pang nakakatulong doon sa bibili, doon sa pambayad ng binili mong pangalawang property. A lot of our clients are very, very surprised na akala nila the only way makakapag-upgrade sila is by selling. Pero we show them that actually you can keep both. You don't have to do that. So napakagandang question yan. And we have this wonderful shout out from Deo and Lizelle Bonafe. Karista is the best, always helpful. Very proud to be their client for years. Yes, years. Since Bernadette started the company, actually, I think it was 18 years ago. We've also referred them to some friends and family who, like us, became proud and satisfied clients. Great team, more power to Karista. Thank you. Thank you, Dea. Thank you, Lizelle. And kudos to you too, because you took action. You attended one of our real estate investing webinars, and then look at you now and look at the people surrounding you. Sila rin naging investors. Ang sinasabi namin sa mga natulungan naming kliyente, 1% lang po kami, 99% po kayo. Kasi it doesn't matter if we educate a lot of people. So we've educated a lot of people, but not everybody takes action. It's the action that makes a huge difference. So Dea and Lizelle, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. We're so proud of you. You're so blessed. And thank you for allowing us to guide you. Next question, Rachel.
Okay, next question for Bernadette. Paano po yung rental property na may unauthorized basement suite? Pwede ba ma-write off sa taxes?
I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I'm not an accountant. so I'm just going to give you kung ano yung ginagawa ng some of our clients. Okay? So most of the time, yung clients namin, they're not writing off ang authorized suite sa kanilang tax. And for many reasons, kung bakit hindi, again, you're going to have to talk to your accountant about that. Kasi minsan sabi nila kapag ni-write off mo daw, merong impact yan kapag binili mo. You might have to pay capital gains kasi normally dito po sa Canada, if you live in your principal residence and you decide to sell it later on, walang capital gains. Kahit kumita ka ng 1 milyon, 2 milyon, wala kang dapat problemahin, hindi ka magbabayad ng tax sa gobyerno. But the moment you start writing off some of it, it may impact you. So you really have to talk to your accountant about that. Kung dapat mong i-write off o hindi. Make sure you be careful kasi some Filipinos, they file their own taxes thinking that this is going to be beneficial, but you have to make sure na expert yung nagbibigay ng advice sa inyo about that one. Great question.
Okay, thank you. And for Sheila, next question. Pwede bang mag-contact na makiibang realtor sa 2 different areas?
Oh, yes. That's a good question actually, Rachel. I have lots of clients. Ito yung sample ko naman sa inyo. Bibigyan ko na lang kayo ng sample. I have lots of clients who wants opportunity dito sa Lower Mainland, and they wanted like what Valerie wanted sa Kilona. Yung mga realtor kasi natin, kailangan pag kayo ay kumuha na realtor, they are expert investment realtor yung hinahanap natin, no, para talagang mag-guide kayo, matulungan kayo. So kung 2 different areas yung inyong tinitingnan, lalo na kung 8 hours away yung difference, it's better for you to have a separate a realtor, lalo na kung isa sa Lower Mainland at isa ay nasa Kamloops, Kelowna, or Nanaimo. So bakit? Kasi expert sila doon sa lugar nila. So matutulungan ka. Sabi nga ni Bernadette, silang nakakaalam kanina kung ano yung magiging mga development diyan sa lugar, ano yung mga magiging kung yung sa appreciation pagdating ng araw, yun yung tinitingnan kasi natin. So maganda na may dalawa ka at okay lang na kumonta ka ng dalawang magkaibang realtor sa magkaibang lugar.
Sa magkaibang lugar. Pero kung
Magkaibang lugar.
halimbawa gusto mong bumili ng rental property sa Suri, huwag kang
Mm.
magdalawang realtor na parehong taga Suri.
Wag,
Kasi
wag, wag.
alam nila yon. So
Mm.
yun ang hindi tama. Pero again, kung magkaibang lugar, then okay lang siya. We have another questions. Kung may from Cliff. Hi Cliff, thank you so much for this question. Kung may property rental ang tao, magkano naman ang magiging monthly payment ng renters? Thus, does it have to be the same as the monthly mortgage payment? Oh, Cliff! Napakagandang question. Very, very good question. So, ang role namin again sa Karista, hindi po we have to make sure na pag bumili po kayo ng rental property, alam niyo po yung numbers. So, let's say we say, qualified kang bumili ng up to 500,000 na rental property, no? And then dun sa amount na yun, sasabihin po namin yung breakdown ng magkano yung monthly payment mo nung sa down payment mo, kung galing sa hilok, magkano yung monthly payment sa mortgage, magkano yung projected strata and property tax. And then we will also find out kung magkano yung renta around the area. That way, alam nyo po yung numbers. Now, when you are working with a realtor, let's say gusto mong bumili sa Chilliwack, no? Meron ka nakitang property. Doon sa realtor na yun, bibigyan ka ng breakdown kung magkano yung rent for the property na interesado kang bumili. Because alam niya yun kung magkano. And then doon sa number na yun, ibe-breakdown ulit namin specifically kung magkano lahat yung gastos. So, kapag ang rental income covered lahat ng gastos, ang tawag doon positive cash flow. Kasi yung renta minus lahat positive. Kung ang rental income minus lahat ng gastos negative, ang tawag po doon negative cash flow. So yun po yung difference mo dalawa. Kailangan po ba o hindi? So this is again, kaya importanteng you join us sa Real Estate Investing Webinar, Cliff, because there's 3 ways for you to make money sa inyong investment property. We're going to show that. We're also going to show you yung calculator. We have a real estate investing calculator, a spreadsheet. We're going to show you kung paano nyo i-calculate yung lahat na magiging cost ng bibili nyo, and then yung projected appreciation in the future. So, I think that's it for the questions today. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you for Rachel for all these questions. And sana po nakatulong po kami sa inyong mga nanonood. And please join us next week, same time, same channel po. We have 3 wonderful real estate investment property realtors. Pag-uusapan po nila bakit magandang bumili sa Kamloops, bakit magandang bumili sa Island, and bakit magandang bumili like sa Chilliwack, Abbotsford, and those area. So that's happening next week. And again, sa May 31st, please join us para sa Real Estate Investing Webinar para sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino. And then finally, follow us on social media, because for sure, every week we are sharing some everything to do in how to build your wealth through real estate, different tips in Tagalog and English po. So join us po, and we'll see you again, same time, same channel on Karista Live TV. Bye.